right. Culture vulture is a person who adopts something from a different community and makes it their own. So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna start with that definition right there. If that's a culture vulture, everybody's a culture vulture. All of us here are utilizing stuff from all kind of different cultures, whether it's garb, cuisine. I mean, I know my palate is very diverse. Didn't I hear you order some soy sauce earlier? You know,
yes, sir. Chinese food.
Culture vulture. Yeah, you
In
learned
every
it in
black
school.
neighborhood.
Yeah. You learned it in school. Culture is including cuisine, your religion, your worship style, your garb, your attire, the music you listen to, the tools, the artifacts you use. All that's a part of a culture. Your language. So if you're going to call somebody, this is the definition of culture vulture. We're all culture vultures.
Especially in hip hop.
And ain't nothing more, I think was it Melly Mel or something like that. One of them said the biggest culture vulture of them all, the most heinous culture vulture. Not that there's anything wrong with being a culture, adopting different cultures, but the most heinous is hip hop. Still, as a man in his 30s, is left bereft of utterance by the amount of sampling going on in hip hop. Not that I'm against it at all, but sometimes I be clicking on some stuff online and I realize this certain sound I like the whole time is really, if you slow it down or speed it up or change the way that you do it, it's actually a song, some country song, or some other kind of song that they changed up to make it sound like a sound. I can't even tell its words anymore. Or they sampling whole beats, the whole thing. And we don't care about, well, you got to understand the black context and why they did this and what they didn't have access to. Special pleading. Well, in this situation, it's okay because of this. You don't know what his personal circumstance was. You don't know if he grew up rich. You don't know if hip hop was a way out for him, because clearly it was a way out. He's used hip hop to become multi-millionaire. He's helped a lot of black people on his platform. Just like Godfrey says, Nick Cannon has employed a lot of blacks. Vlad helps a lot of blacks on his platform. Typically not the kind of blacks I prefer to be helped out in the first place. I'm still mad Lil Durk got a key to the city.
Oh yeah, we got it.
Obama got a key to the city, and we got a guy who's a gang member as a key to a city. What does that tell the youth? As long as you become successful and make money, whatever moral pathway you choose is just fine. So on the culture vulture concept, let's read this right here. The brain has a remarkable capacity to model self to others. People close to us become a part of ourselves. And that is not just a metaphor of poetry, it's very real. There's an article about this, about how when people are around other people and stuff like that, we tend to assimilate into different cultures. We tend to take on people around us. I have friends that I use their slang. I don't even talk like that. Now I'm using their slang. Anybody who's been married, have a girlfriend, you might pick up their cuisine habits. You might pick up their sound. You pick up all kind of stuff from people because you're around them all the time. Nothing wrong with that. So I want to find a definition, a person or culture vulture definition, Urban Dictionary. A person or organization making profit using unhonorable practices from a culture they do not care for. Unhonorable is going to be opinionated, so that's going to be difficult. It's right. Example in music: major record labels signing the latest viral rapper, exploiting them for the max returns, even if their music sucks. I think a lot of music sucks, and the people who disagree with me, you know how it is. The old man get off my lawn stuff, just like the basketball players say the new basketball ain't real basketball. The old football players say that the new football ain't real football. This football sucks. These rappers suck. The mumble rap movement. Nas talking about hip hop's dead. A lot of these people think that something sucks. It's an opinionated thing. I like to get into the science of the music, the double entendres, the similes, all that kind of stuff that goes into there. Allegory, whatever. For when it comes to music, I can do scansion. We can get in the meter. We can talk about the rhyme, assonance, alliteration, all the things that make rap cool and hit the punchlines and all that kind of stuff. Double entendres. That's to me what I enjoy about rap. And the fact you can fit so much content in a song with rap. Other people like the beats. They don't like all that intellectual verbiage in rap. Who you trying to be? A professor?
You trying to get knowledge?
Yeah, you trying to get knowledge? I can't get jiggy with this stuff. Funny how you say trying to get knowledge and jiggy. I heard that? That's bars. Jiggaman. So my point is saying this right here. That's what kind of rap I like. The next man doesn't like none of that rap. He likes rap with a banging beat that you can bob your head to. I think his music sucks. And they're exploiting those people because they know those people suck, and they're exploiting the culture because they're using them. Am I right? That's an opinion. So yeah, this culture vulture thing, nothing wrong. People can assimilate into whatever culture they want to. I can right now go to Japan and act as the typical Japanese person right now if I want to. And they're not gonna have no problem with it. They probably would embrace me. One thing we learn in sales, if you want to sell to people outside of your culture, pick up their language, learn the culture, communicate with them in a way that's like an olive branch to them that, hey, look, I take interest in what you have going on. So keep that in mind. This culture vulture stuff goes against sound reasoning when you study psychology and you study how to win friends and influence people. You study how to make people, you know, like you.
Yeah, and Vlad won a lot of friends in our community.
Yeah, he got a lot of friends in our community. He brings value. He's a part of hip hop.
It's all Tupac murder.
Yeah, he's as hip hop as it gets. I don't agree with all his takes. I definitely don't like the rappers he likes.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
Not sure he and I like some of the same rappers, but I definitely don't like a lot of the rappers that he likes, especially none of these new guys. So we got to understand that culture vulture stuff from a linguistic standpoint, an etymological standpoint, from a word standpoint. It's bunk. It's not real. It's not reasonable.
But that's powerful when in this quote when it says the brain is remarkable capacity to model itself after others. So if Vlad is in the culture, from my understanding,
he's gonna pick up. He's gonna have a very similar values to people that are hip hoppers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's not him being a culture vulture. That's him assimilating to what he's around. I'm here to stand on my soapbox and proclaim that to the world.
On this show.
This is the hottest show on the planet right now.
What's the debate?
Ain't no debate.